Turn my ring light on. Gotta start off with a smile. I always forget to turn my ring light on. Hello, hello, hello. Good evening, good night, good morning, good afternoon to some. This is Toria Howard coming to you on this Motivational Monday, this Miracle Monday. Hopefully, you had a wonderful day, a wonderful morning, day. Well, yeah, day. So, drop a one in the chat if you're watching this live. Drop a two in the chat if you're new to my live. Drop a three in the chat if you're watching a replay. So I appreciate you for coming. Like I said, do it scared. Bet on yourself, and it will be the best decision you ever made. So, if you don't know my story, I'll tell you a little bit about my story about doing this is what inspired me to do this topic today because it was brought up in the mastermind that I did in Miami this weekend, which was a wonderful time. And thank you, R. Kenny. Hi, how you doing? Hi, everybody. Um, I this is the first time I ever went to an event by myself. I'm not scared to go to places by myself though. When I lived in Champaign, I went to the movies by myself before I made friends. I went out to eat by myself like every Friday. I would take myself out to dinner and a movie. And then Saturday mornings, like when I wasn't coaching or anything, I would spend a day at the movies. Would I pay for all the movies? No, but I was in there. But anyway, so sometimes you have to do things on your own in order for things to shift in your life. And we have to realize that sometimes it's not a group activity. And I know a lot of us, are more brave or braver when we have people with us. But like I said before, sometimes the door is not big enough or wide enough for everybody to come through it with you. So you have to learn how to do things by yourself. So I went to this mastermind in Miami. Everybody knows you ever been to Miami. Miami is just like a new energy, a new vibe. Like if you, of course, people that live there, like, is this is that. But when you don't live there, it's such a vibe, it's such an energy, and it's just like kind of just breathes life into you. If you like the beach, if you like that type of thing. So I love the beach. I'm made for the beach. I've made my declaration that I will retire on a beach house in somewhere. We say in Curacao, but we might find somewhere else. Might be somewhere in Africa that we like, but it's gonna be on the beach somewhere because the beach life is for me. When I went to the beach on Sunday and I laid out, and it wasn't hot, and usually my skin don't do well in the sun, so it wasn't too hot, and the breeze was going. You hear the waves. It just gives you a new energy, a new vibe. Hi, Natural Blessings. I am Natural Blessings. Hi, Shantae. Thank you for your support. But it just gave me a new vibe. And then all the things that I learned, it's so rich to go and learn from people that are smarter than you, that are doing the things that you want to do. And you have to pay money for those events. Nothing is for free. Anything that you value, you shouldn't want for free anyway. But everybody want their handout and want something for free. But when you turn around and want to sell something or somebody to promote you or have your product, you want somebody to buy it, right? Yeah, that's like everybody else wants you. Want them to want you to buy their product. You want people to buy yours, so you have to reciprocate it. So going there by myself, like I said, it was the first time I ever been to an event by myself. And I met some great people. Shout out to all the people that I met, including, the event holders with Otis and James and Dimitri. Of course, the infectious Jacob. I love him. I was like a groupie when I saw Jacob and ran up to him. Can I take a picture with you? And he was so sweet about it. And all the women that I connected with, Grace, thank you for your time and your space because this woman is powerful. When I say that Grace is doing big things and helping big people, I'm not scared. I don't care about promoting another woman or another person's thing. That's my whole thing. I will promote anybody. So being in Grace's presence has taught me how to be just a better person. Like she's a speaker coach. She's a speaking coach. So she educates people on how to speak on stages, and she even gave me some pointers when I was on the phone. Like she charges for this. She invoiced people. I said, I can't afford you yet, Grace. Don't inbox. Don't invoice me yet, Grace. But with Grace and Tammy and the young ladies from I can't think of their names right now, but one was from Jersey, the other one she's living in Orlando now, and she's trying to bring her friend down. It was great to connect with all these ladies. I connected with a broker in Atlanta. I'm going to contact her, and another young lady who's in the real estate family. So it was great connecting with people. Like, getting out and networking with people is so refreshing. It's such a different thing, and it's better to do it in person, versus, because you make a more human connection. But anyway, back to the moral of the story is, so doing is scared. So of course, okay, I had to start off with a scripture because God is the CEO of my businesses, of my life, and everything. So if that's not for you, it's not for you, but it's for me. So Proverbs 16:3 says, "Commit your works to the Lord, and your thoughts will be established." So if you commit yourself to the Lord, your thoughts will be established. So how can you translate that into what you're trying to do in your everyday life? So if you commit yourself to your dreams, your thoughts will be established. So you have to, first of all, in order for you to do it scared to better yourself, which I always break down BET as an acronym. BET is an acronym: boost your effort to reach triumph. That's what I'm saying BET is. So when you increase that effort, you're gonna reach your goals much faster than you just sitting around waddling and thinking about it. You have to activate. You have to do it. You have to go for it. You have to do what you're supposed to do. So you need to make sure that whatever is in your head that is keep anything that's running over and over and over in your head is something that you're supposed to do. So why not do it? Because we're scared, right? Just like, a little bit of my story. I didn't want to teach anymore. I didn't want to teach for years. It wasn't just in 2020. It was 5 years prior that I did not want to teach. That's why I went back to school and got my university at the University of Arkansas to get my master's in operations management, because I thought I was going to be able to switch careers. Yeah, Jamie, it is right. Networking in person is great. So it wasn't there. I made the decision a long time ago, but guess what stopped me? The fear blinders. I was blinded by my own fear. I put that fear in front of me because I was so scared to give up something that I already knew for the unknown. And a lot of people are scared to do that. So when it got to a point where I reached a breaking point. Everybody has a breaking point where you say enough is enough. Now I might have did it. I'm a little impulsive. I ain't gonna say a little. I am a lot impulsive. And my husband takes the brunt of that whenever this happens. But I quit my job. I talked it over with him, but I quit my job, and he's been, dedicated and holding me down ever since, from giving me money to start the business to, supporting our family. So I can't say anything bad about him, but only great things, because he put up with my shenanigans. Um, but I did it scared. Like, I didn't know what was going to happen. I didn't know that Exquisite Dreams Properties was, 2 years in the making. I'm still building. I will have to go and, do it on my own. But now I got a business partner, so that's great. I didn't know that, during this journey that I was going to become a real estate agent, because that wasn't the plan. But anything that falls in my lap, I take it on full strength. So now I'm a realtor. And I didn't plan on being in the credit restoration space. I wanted to get my credit repaired, but because I have a compassion for people, I want to help others. And I can't send. It just bothers me to send people out on the world and just be like, well, go get your credit fixed and come back. That's just not the type of person that I am. I'm the type of person that likes to direct and guide people, not to tell you what to do, but I love to give you the direction. Now, if you don't take the GPS directions that I give you, by all means, I made my effort. But I will feel good with me putting forth that effort to do what I was supposed to do for you. So I bet on myself. I quit my job to pursue my career in real estate. Never said it was easy. It's been times that I wanted to go and fill out a job application. Well, send in a send in a send in a resume really and fill out the job application. Why do you have to fill out a job application and put your resume in? That's what I don't understand. Don't the resume and the job application say the same thing? I don't get it, but they make you waste a whole bunch of time. I think they're trying to deter you really from applying for a job. That's why you should do your own thing. But anyway, so as many times I wanted to quit on myself, but then I had to turn around and listen to that inner voice, which I know is God, and says, "Why would you quit on yourself when you didn't quit on nobody else? When you had those jobs that you hated?" I went to a job every day that I hated, not because of the children or anything like that. I hated going to work every day. I hated punching the clock. I mean, touching the clock but I hated when the alarm went off every morning. I used to groan, sometimes even scream. That's not a life to live. And I was tired of doing that. So, right, okay, Nicole, never quit on yourself. So, I had to make a decision because it was toiling in me so bad that I just did not like where I was at. I didn't like where my life was headed. I was capped at $60,000 a year. Now, granted, $60,000 a year is a good salary. I'm not going to say that it's not. But when you have 3 degrees and you work as hard as I worked, $60,000 a year is not enough. It's not worth the effort. And that's all I'm going to get. If I even stay 1 year, 2 years, 3 years, 4 years, all I'm going to get is $60,000 a year. I didn't want anybody dictating my paycheck any longer. I didn't want nobody to have their hand on my money any longer. I didn't want nobody to dictate when I was going to be able to take off any longer. Even though I took off anytime I wanted to, it didn't matter. But I didn't care if I had the days or not. If I had to go, I had to go. But, I know some people don't have that luxury. I had the luxury of being able to quit my job because I have a solid backbone in God and in my husband. A lot of people don't have that. But what are you going to do in order to establish yourself in the making and making that plan to step away from the 9 to 5? You can always make plans. You can always execute. There's always time in the day to be able to execute your plan. How are you going to get with the people that you need if you don't get out there and speak and talk about what you want to do? You're not going to attract the people that you want to attract if you don't go out there and be in the circles that you want to be in. So if you want to be a clothing designer, or a lot of people doing the boutiques and those different things, get with people that's doing online websites and shopping and doing all that stuff. There's nothing wrong with that. Get with the people that, if you want to be in real estate, get around the people that's in real estate. If you want to be a tax preparer, behind tax preparer. Whatever it is that you want to do, you go and visit the people that are doing it well and see what they're doing and take what they're doing and make it your own. There's nothing wrong with that. Don't make up something that that's already there. All you gotta do is perfect it and put your own spin on it. Now, if you're an innovator, you're an innovator. If you're supposed to carve a way through something because you have a solution to a problem, by all means, continue to do that. But don't reinvent the wheel if you don't have to. Just go and look at somebody else's processes and do it better. That's all you have to do. So bet on yourself. Boost your effort to reach triumph. How are you going to boost your efforts? How are you going to, as they say, Grant Cardone, how are you going to 10x your efforts? Even 5x your efforts, 2 times your effort. Something has to be done differently in order for you to move to do something that you want to do. If you don't want to do anything differently, then you're going to stay where you are and be comfortable being uncomfortable. I was in that way. I didn't want to give up my steady paycheck. Excuse me. I didn't want to give up, having my summers off, even though it was cut short. And I just wanted to do something that was going to build something better and bigger for my family. I knew working at the school system was not going to do that. It was preventing me. I couldn't even spend time with my family because I was still doing stuff for the school. So why am I doing all of this after the job when all I got to do is work on my stuff? And I'm doing the same. It's the same amount of hours that I was working for somebody else. I work for myself, and I feel so much better about it. I don't groan when the clock when it go off at four in the morning. I know some of y'all might see my post. Yeah, my post be up like 5 in the morning because I be up. Not a problem. Thank you for those that support my post. I ain't do it today though. It was probably about 6, 7 today because I was still, I didn't want to get up today. I was still basking in the Miami glow. But I get up every morning 4, sometimes 5, and I pray. I put my motivation on my motivational post that I put up in the morning. I be talking to myself majority of the time. I be needing my own pep talk. And there's nothing wrong with that. Talk to yourself. I do all the time. Maybe I'm crazy, maybe I'm not. But I am going to motivate myself because if the motivation starts with me, it can't start with nobody else. If I don't feel good, if I don't nurture myself, then how am I going to expect somebody else to do the same? So, uh, my last scripture, I would say, is Joshua 1:9. Have I not commanded you, be strong and of good courage? Do not be afraid, nor be dismayed, for the Lord your God is with you wherever you go. So if you take that first step, God's going to handle the rest. Now, I'm not a pastor, I'm not an ordained preacher, or none of that, but I do believe in the word and I know how to interpret things because I was an English teacher and I had to teach Shakespeare. So I know how to do it. But anyway, I, you know, like it was saying, you got to have the courage in order to do it. Do it scared. If you take one step, got to take the rest. But you got to keep on stepping when you step into mess, obstacles, mountains, valleys, lows, highs. You still got to keep stepping. You still got to keep moving regardless of the fact. You take one step, got to take the rest of the steps. I don't know how many steps, maybe 10, maybe 100, whatever, but he's looking for you to make that effort. He's looking for you to move. If you don't move, then how is your life going to change? I don't care who you believe in, what you do, or whatever the case may be. Everybody has that inner voice that tells them to do something. And if you're not doing it, if you're not listening to it, you're going to wake up one day in your older age and regret your life. It's just simple as that. If you have something that's a burning desire in you that keep coming up in your head, that is pride for you to do, it's pride for you to that it's your thing, it's what you're good at, it's what you can do, then you need to jump out there and do it. And do it scared. Do it scared. Bet on yourself. You gamble on these jobs every single day. Why not gamble on yourself? Those of you that go to casino, y'all put your money on the table without any problem. What's the point of not betting on yourself to win? You go and put yourself in relationships and situations you know you're not supposed to be in, but you do it anyway because it feel good, right? But guess what? Betting on yourself gonna feel even better when you get that triumph and you see how good it feels to be your own boss and making your own boss moves, making your own schedule, doing what you want to do. Now, yeah, granted, we all answer to somebody. We answer to God, we answer to government, whatever the case may be. But you don't have a middle person that's holding down and pressing down on your finances, telling you when they're going to give you a raise. What's a 2% raise anyway? Inflation is going up double and triple and quadruple. The raise that they giving you is not even equal to what your living expenses is. So what are you going to do? All of you guys, I've been hearing this conversation too long. Too long. Are you going to bet on yourself or are you going to continue to keep on betting on other people and letting them win on your behalf? It's either you're going to win on your behalf or let somebody else win on your behalf. So what are you going to do to bet on yourself? Do it scared. So what if nobody supports you? So what if people talk about you, call you crazy? Think about all the things that we have now. You think people didn't think those people were crazy? People, the people that invented the airplane, the Rice brothers, the light bulb, people can't see past what they can only see in front of them because it's not for them to see. It's your vision. It's for you to see. So stop letting people perpetuate their fears on you. That's what a lot of times we do. I did the same thing when I let a person talk me out of being an entertainment lawyer. So you have to, what you say? Yeah, stop betting on others, people to bet on you. That you right, Cedric. So you have to understand that betting on yourself is at its finest. It's you have to do it. You have to seek that ultimate goal, which is winning for yourself. And granted, it might not happen overnight. It might happen overnight. You never know. It might happen so quickly. So many things might happen that are so good in your on your behalf that it'll be 5 years before you reach 7, 8 figures or whatever. But because all these good things have happened, it feel like it went like this. Like I said, everything is like a snowball effect. And so once you take that first step, when I took that first step, being a realtor fell in my lap. Credit restoration fell in my lap. Commercial loan lending fell in my lap. You know how many people want me to join whatever they're doing? Insurance. I got so many people want me to help them with their insurance because they know I'm a worker. They know I'm gonna go out there and get it. But I can't put too much on my plate. My plate is full right now. But I am gonna anybody that want insurance, I got great people, investments. And I do know about them. So, you can talk to me a little bit about them, but I'm not an expert. I learned how to leverage other people, how to leverage your money without having to use, keep using your money in a life insurance policy. It's different. Like people don't like to talk about life insurance, but life insurance can help get you paid today. You can pay your children's college tuition with a life insurance policy if you got a living benefit. You can buy a house. You can invest your money somewhere else. You can pull it out to go to on vacation, whatever you want to do, and it's still gonna grow. So we got to learn how to bet on ourselves and do it scared. Bet. Boost your effort to reach triumph. Fear will cripple you into thinking you can't when you can if you put forth the effort. Stop letting fear cripple you and stop using fear as a crutch. Just because you're scared doesn't mean that you can't do it. It's because you are deciding to put the I would say the fear blankie on. I need my fear blankie so I can feel better. Take the fear blanket off. Burn it. Do it scared. It's nothing wrong with it. Okay? I know I look crazy, but it's okay. That's what I felt at the moment. So everything you have tried, you overcame fear uh, by doing it. Then you learn you were scared to ride a bike. Those of you don't know how to ride a bike. Any first that you had, you were scared. Even as a child growing up, you were scared to take those first steps, but you kept on trying. You kept doing it, right? Till you started walking. When you first learned how to ride a bike, you had training wheels, but then you took the training wheels off. I should write a book. I should. Um, you know, I'm not no expert, Cedric. I'm just speaking from the heart. But when those of you that know how to skate, you were scared at first and was tripping and they had to do it looking crazy, but you did it anyway. You learned how to do it. I'm gonna just take it to the real world. Those of you that tried drugs before, you were scared, but you did it. Do it scared, right? Why is it that we are willing to take risks with our life when it adds nothing but instant gratification and no value for the future? Why is it that we're not scared to do those things? We're not scared to be put into a bad. I know as a teenager, I did some crazy things running around. These folks ain't scared of no drugs. Yes, they are at first. They just do it just because. Um, we go around as teenagers. I went around and I did things. I was scared to do it. I know I could get in trouble for it, but guess what? The thrill of it all. Oh, somebody. Oh, I knew I should have put my phone on Do Not Disturb. So you probably can't even hear me now on Instagram. I hope. Somebody always call me when I'm on my live. It never fails. Now it's acting crazy. Stop. This sucks. But anyway, I was almost done anyway. Oh, no, I don't want to end it. I don't know if anybody can hear me on Instagram, but I'm going to keep it rolling. But anyway, so when I was, like I said, when I was a teenager, I did things I wasn't supposed to do, but I did it because I knew it was going to make me, I was having fun. Why is it that we're not scared to do things that, we know what's going to give us instant gratification or make us feel good? But when it's something that we want to do for our life to better our future, we're scared to do it. But we'll bet on other people to give us satisfaction. We'll bet on jobs to give us money. We'll go to the casino and bet that we'll win and we don't have to work no more. So why is it we are willing to take risks with our life when it adds nothing but instant gratification and no value for the future? Somebody riddle me that. Why is it, talk back to me now, why is it we are willing to take risks with our life when it adds nothing but instant gratification and no value for the future? Why are we doing that? I said we because I've done it before too. I can't take myself out of it because I've done it before. I've been that person to do something for the instant gratification, but when it came to doing something that I knew would advance my future, invest my money, I would go and spend money on. Yeah, it is a mindset thing. I'll go spend money on shoes and clothes and try to look good, but I wouldn't invest in stocks and all of that because I'm scared to do that because I don't know nothing about it. I didn't know nothing about them designers and stuff I was going to buy, but I sure went and bought it. That depreciated, add value, that put in the Goodwill bag. So why is it we are willing to take risks with our life when it adds nothing but instant gratification and no value for the future? Because as a society, we want things to happen right now. We want it right now. Just like the people that are scared to buy a house right now because they can't afford the 5-bedroom, 6-bathroom house when you have never owned a house before. What's wrong with starting with the smaller home? Nothing. But because of the fact that we want that instant gratification of what we see on TV and on Instagram and all these shows that we watch, we want that what they have, but we don't know their struggles. We don't know what they're doing to get these things. But because we see it, we want it right now. Are you increasing your income? You can't just go from, an efficiency apartment to a 5-6 bedroom house unless you hit the lottery or get an inheritance. It don't happen like that. What are you doing to work? What work are you putting in? What effort are you putting in? How are you betting on yourself to be able to graduate to that level? Not everybody is ready to even go there. Even if you win the lottery, a lot of people hear all those lottery winners that have lost all of their winnings because they didn't know what to do with it. No financial literacy. Let me get some money. A whole bunch of money. Y'all gonna be like, dang, Toria, still coming live, still doing my regular stuff. Because guess what? That money is making money for me. And then I'm gonna use those assets to do what I want to do. And not my money. I'm gonna flip that money to make more money. Because that's the name of the game. That's the nature of the game. So we have to get out of the mindset of doing things when it only makes us feel good. Let me let that marinate. We have to get out of the mindset of doing things when it only makes us feel good. Point blank in the period. That's the only time we want to do something. It's when it makes us feel good. We can't just do things because it makes us feel good. Sometimes we have to do things that hurt to get to where we are. Sometimes we got to take a beating to get to where we want to be. Sometimes we have to struggle to get to where we want to go. And you have to be willing to take those punches. But we will not take the afflictions of the struggle that it will take to get to where we want to go in life to be successful because it's going to hurt. It's going to be painful. It's going to be hard. It's not going to be easy. But is waking up every day going to a job that you hate? Is that is that painful? I'm just saying. I know it was painful for me, but the pain is less when you're doing it for yourself. Yes, it's gonna be people that knock you down and try to steal and not gonna support you and all of that. But when you get that first win, it only takes one yes to turn your life around. And you have to be mindful of that on this journey because it's a journey, it's a long journey. It's gonna take you and spin you and trip you. Yes, discomfort is a necessary part of growth. Yes, you're right. Unless you want to stay in the same spot. You're exactly right, Mac Royal. Say that louder for the people in the back. You gotta get out your comfortable comfort zone and be uncomfortable. Do you think I wanted to go to Miami by myself? No, I wanted to bring my girls with me. I want to go, but it wasn't time for me to have a good time. It was time for me to go out there and branch off and do things on my own and meet new people and be in an environment and be around the people that I want to be like. Yeah, I want to be like somebody. I want to be like all these wealthy real estate moguls that's out here owning thousands of properties. That's going to be me. So why not be in that room with them by myself? And then guess what? I can go and train other people or teach other people and bring them on with me if they want to come. But once I make this investment and once this train get to chug a lugging and it turn into a Lear jet, you're gonna be look at me now. Can you see me? Don't try to drag, don't try to get on the wings once it take off. Get on it right now while I'm riding this horse. You know what I'm saying? Like my analogies. But it's just it is what it is. But I had to go out there and do it scared. I had to go out there and do it by myself. Was I scared to go by myself? I ain't never been scared to go nowhere by myself though. I can't lie about that. I'm just that type of person. I'm kind of a loner. I'm kind of a introvert, extrovert type of person. So I'm kind of to myself, but I can be the life of the party too. I guess that's the Gemini in me too. But whatever the case may be, I just know that I did it scared. I didn't know none of those people in that room at all. I ended up getting 10 phone numbers. I even connected with a lady that is has built multi-million dollar businesses. You think I don't want her to be my friend? Teach me how to build multi. I ain't said one. She's done multiple million-dollar businesses. You have to deal with pain, the struggle today for success, or the pain of regret for your life. Yeah, that is right. Say it louder for the people in the back, Gary. You will have to deal with the pain of the struggle today for success or the pain of regret for your failure later. You're right about that. That's a good quote. You should pin that. But I just came to say this on this Motivational Monday. It's a new month. I know people always say that. New month, new goals. New month, new goals. But you need to have them. It's nothing wrong with starting over. And keep starting over if you have to. And keep starting over if you have to again. But as long as you don't quit, as long as you don't give up, as long as you give it your best effort, like you do with them people at the job. And if you're not giving your best effort on the job, shame on you. because it's a reflection of the person that you are. Because if you can't work for nobody else, you're not going to be able to work for yourself. I was a workhorse. So I did my job well. I went over and beyond. It just wasn't appreciated. Now I know how to go over and beyond for myself. But I always did a good job. You always got to do great for where you are before you can get promoted. Because you never know who's watching you. I know if y'all ever seen that show Undercover Bosses. Them people didn't know that person was their boss. Some of them showed up and showed out and did that on a regular basis. And that's what you need to do, because you never know who's watching. It don't even have to be the boss. It could be somebody that's friends with the boss or coming to visit your job and see that your effort and pull you away from there and show you a life you never thought you would ever see before. But because you didn't put in the effort to give your all, you missed your train, you missed your boat. So if you cannot work, you know, if you ever met a young man at Pink Taco named Jordan, great conversation with this young man. Got his contact information as well. He has been working in the restaurant industry since he was 17 years old. He's now 28. He has a goal. He's been working and bending over backwards for these folks for all these years, and he's not gonna. He ended up. He was working at the Hard Rock Cafe. And then because they saw the effort that he put in, they brought him over to Pink Taco and their franchise. Now he's looking to be a general manager and start traveling across the country, across this world to help people train their employees because he's that good. What if he would have gave up when Hard Rock did him the way that they did him, and that man that pulled him from there didn't take him to somewhere else, and now he's about to travel the world. High school dropout. His story was inspiring when he told me that. High school dropout on his way to be a general manager and explore the world by helping people train other employees on other startup Pink Tacos on how to train their employees. From being a bus boy. He was a bus boy, mind you. So you can't say what your effort's going to give you. You have to put in the effort. His effort made him be able to get an opportunity to move somewhere that's going to advance him way higher than he ever thought he was going to go. So I should have took a picture with him. That would have been a good idea. But I got his contact information, so that was even better. Because I want to be around somebody that has that type of drive, that type of pull. It don't matter that he's not in real estate. It don't matter that he's not in the credit, the financial literacy space. I need a tribe of people like that that's about to go get it. It don't matter what industry you're in. Because guess what? We can motivate each other to go out and get it together. And that's what I need. I need a tribe of people that's out here to go get it. So it's my journal. That's where I write all my motivational Mondays down here. So I say all that to say, bet on yourself and do it scared. And stop being afraid to bet on yourself when you bet on other things that's not adding value to your life. Point blank in the period. Do it scared. Bet on yourself. Take that first step and watch those other steps come right under your feet. It might look like you're about to walk off the ledge, but guess what? You're going to get caught. Your parachute going to come out, or them steps is going to form. Just like Peter walking on the water. Just like Tony Robbins, when he makes those people walk across them coals. I don't know if y'all ever heard about that story that Tony Robbins make them people walk across the hot coals or whatever. But it's all about your mindset and your belief. Some people walked across the coals and got burned. And some people didn't because they had a belief that they can do it. It's all about your mindset. You can trick yourself into doing things by changing your mindset, and your body will follow. But if you're afraid to even do that much, like those of you that want to eat healthier, it's a mindset thing. I'm about to become, I guess, pescatarian because I'm sorry, I'm not giving up seafood. Sorry, people. I can give up dairy, chicken, beef, and all that, but I still love bacon. I'm gonna have to get over that part, but that's just on my health journey as a getting older person. I'm not old, but I'm getting older. I need to change the trajectory of my eating habits because I see what's going on. So I'm switching my mindset. I don't even crave food like I used to anymore. So, and I only did it for, I've been doing it for 4 days. I did it before, but I've only been doing it for like, it's been a week now. And I didn't even cheat when I was in Miami. So I know I got the mindset to do it. And you do too. So just do it scared. Stop acting like you're gonna fall. And if you fall, guess what? You can get up. Because if you fail and you feel the pain, guess what? You can get up and move again and heal again. If you didn't wake up, then that's something different. But if you fall and you wake up again, and get up again and get up again and get up again, can you stop calling me? Just uh, it's just messing up my whole thing. I should have put my phone on do not disturb. But anyway, I say all that to say, do it scared. Do what you need to do to focus your life on the things that you want to achieve. If it's working for somebody and moving up in the ranks, be the best worker that you can be and let that shine through. But if they don't respect you or nobody come get you to elevate you, that means it was your job to do it on your own. So that part you got to figure out on your own. If you have an idea that's boiling and twirling and toiling in you and you've been holding on to it, it's time to release it. It's time to do it. If you have a business idea that you've been wanting to do and um you have a business idea that you've been wanting to do and you have been doing it, and it's been bothering you and bugging you, it's time for you to go ahead and do it. That parachute is going to come out. You're going to land on your feet. And even when you fall on your face, because you will, because I have. Even when you make mistakes, you'll be able to get back up and keep on going and feel good about it. So I release you on this Motivational Monday, this Miracle Monday. I appreciate you guys for chiming in with me and, giving me some commentary. If you feel like this was a good message, share it, please. I'll be going live tomorrow because I did break my 21-day covenant, so I got to start over again. We're going live every single day. So I love y'all. Have a great night. And I see y'all at the TOP. Who coming to Miami with me in August? That's what I need to know. I'm going back. Bye.